Bienvenidos a todos ustedes. Welcome all to my channel, Dolls by Mr. Fabre. And if you haven't guessed, I am Mr. Fabre. Oh my goodness. So here I am again, 3 months later. I've been away for a while, but I am back. To be perfectly honest, I have not made any doll content for the last 3 months just because there hasn't been any releases that have interested me. So I just haven't been purchasing any dolls, but this month there's a whole wave of new items that I'm very interested in. Some I already have with me and I'll make subsequent videos in the future. Some I'm getting delivered, some I'm still waiting for them to even hit the shelves and even online in order to purchase them. So there's a lot of doll content coming up, which I'm excited about. But first I just wanted to soft launch this return to my hiatus with the Bratz Sassy Stampede Sasha doll. Now, this is one of the newer releases. They've released other current lines of Bratz. Now, I know that this line of dolls have kind of some doll content creators haven't been the most pleased with this doll because of the quality. I understand that this is a budget doll, so I know that this doesn't appeal for an audience like myself. But I really liked Sasha, so that's why I got her. And I'm being logical when I'm reviewing this doll because I know this is a budget doll, so I'm not expecting, top tier quality. This doll was, however, $17.99. Now here are the dolls in the set. We have Chloe, Yasmin, Jade, and of course Sasha. Now in this set, I really loved Chloe because she's my girl, and also Yasmin. The problem, however, is because their outfits are supposed to look like they have multiple layers. That's not how they were made because these are budget dolls. So they were only, their fabric was the fabric was printed on. And of course, there's no secret. I'm pretty sure it's a very popular opinion that doll content creators, doll collectors don't like printed on fabric, and I'm one of them. So that's why I'm not getting any other doll in the set, in the series. Maybe if they go on sale, possibly. Jade's outfit did not interest me. Chloe's outfit, I loved everything about it. However, of course, the leopard print, it's just printed on, and also she has a leopard print on her top as well that's printed on too. It kind of just kills the vibe. There's like some sort of button-up design also printed on. And then Yasmin here, she's absolutely stunning. And again, blue is one of my favorite colors. Actually, it's my favorite color, period. And, again, her outfit, she has fringe on the top here, and it's completely printed on in the actual images. I'll probably maybe post pictures to get a better look. However, with Sasha, I love her outfit. I love the chaps. And her outfit, I feel like, of course, I don't mind the fire being printed on because I don't know many designs where there's like a print like this where it's going to have actual texture to it, of course. So I feel like her outfits next to Jade's is the most forgiving because I feel like this outfit and print can be printed on without there being any type of eyesore, if that makes sense. And that's why I got her. Looking at her outfit, again, it actually looks like they use good fabric. It looks like a pleather type of material, so I will say they did do well with that. I have read reviews of a lot of people talking about how flimsy this hat is. I'm pretty sure it's like I can already picture it. It's probably a very just plasticky design, like a thin plastic, kind of like what a plastic cutlery set would be made out of, or a plastic cup would be made out of. So again, I'm being realistic and I'm taking it with a grain of salt, but anyway, this is how she looks. And I'll go ahead, as usual, flip the camera over and we will go ahead and get a closer look at the Sasha doll. All right, so here is the Sasha doll from the Stampede something. I forgot what it's called. This is her out of the box. Now, first impressions, I was right about this hat. This hat literally feels like it's so flimsy. It's one of those, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of sometimes when some packaging comes with some sort of like plastic covering to help it with, you know, scuffing or scratching. This is what it feels like. It's very low quality. I honestly feel like maybe they just shouldn't have included cowboy hats if they were gonna literally make it out of like just a very disposable plastic. They did give this like a little, I guess, I don't even know what to call this. Something to hold it against their chin. This literally looks like just one of those zip ties that you would just unbox, you know, the doll from. I'm not mad about the cowboy hat. I know there's some people who were upset about it. I'm personally not upset about it just because I don't really like to dress my dolls with any hats, really. So I can just toss this or just have her just hold it. I'll probably maybe just put double-sided tape and have her hold it. When you put the hat on, it looks a little awkward because the head's so big and the hat's kind of small. You kind of have to like crush this. And I'm not sure how it'll work with her, with putting this on. I mean, I could try. So I guess that's how it'll look. I just feel like the hat is too small for her big head. So yeah, she's definitely not wearing that. This is her face. She's absolutely stunning. Very, very beautiful. And I love her makeup. I love her neutral lip. She does not have any pierced ears. And her outfit, like I said, the quality of the outfit, the material is actually not bad at all. And this doesn't feel like a pleather that would like peel. I don't know. I can't explain why, but this material just feels like a pleathery material that I feel like will not, it will not fray. That's just my opinion. And she comes with like it kind of looks like a little romper type of look. And then it comes with, of course, some chaps. So pretty. And I'll show how she looks without the chaps as well. And then all the Bratz dolls came with like some high cowboy boots. Hers are red. Love the boots as well. Okay, let's go ahead and remove the chaps to see how it looks. I'm pretty sure it'll look just as cute with the bodysuit. Both pieces of clothing are put with Velcro. Let's see. Yeah, it even looks cute with just the romper type of look. She would look cute like this too. If you didn't want to do like the cowboy aesthetic. Because I know that's, you know, when it comes to certain themings, there's some people that have their certain preferences. I personally like her with the chaps, so I'm going to put them back on. The top part of her outfit is, it has like this elastic to hold her outfit up. Let me put on her shoes. When it comes to her articulation, she has like the traditional articulation of the OG Bratz dolls where it's just articulation in the head. The arms just go up and down, side to side. They don't have any they don't have any arm articulation. However, these are the rubbery arms, so they're able to be more flexible like the OG Bratz. They have the bend and snap knees. And then they just have the pop-on shoes, so they don't have any feet articulation. So just the standard, I guess, 5 points, but slightly more elevated because, you know, they do have rubbery arms where they can, you know, move back and forth here, do certain expressions. The hair, she has, I love the shade of brown that they gave her. It's like a brownish red. But of course, the hair is very gelled down. All of this is soft except when we get to this part. I will go ahead and I'm going to brush out the curls just to show you how her hair will look when the curls are brushed. So please stand by. All right, so this is her hair brushed out. I love that like, it's not just pinned straight. She does have a little body. I do like that. I just gave her curls just a quick brush. You can still feel a little bit of product in her hair when you just do a brush out, but I really don't mind. It doesn't feel as jelly as her hair once did. But yeah, I think she's very cute. I'll just have to like, okay, her hair's kind of sticking up a little weird now. But yeah, overall, she's very pretty. So I'll go ahead and flip the camera over and give my final thoughts. All right, so my final thoughts on the Bratz Stampede, is that what they're called? The Sasha doll. Like I said earlier, you know, this is a budget doll, so keep that in mind. I think for a budget doll, I do feel like she's a good budget doll. Price wise, I mean, $20, almost $20, as she was, I think, $17.99. I don't know if many like parents that are gonna buy this for their child, I don't know if they're going to consider this a budget doll, considering that fashionistas on the shelf cost like 10. However, fashionistas are not going to have this type of ambiance, this type of aesthetic. So I do feel like this is like, I guess you can say Playline Plus in a way, because I do feel like these Bratz Stampede dolls, although yes, some collectors may say, you know, it has printed on fabric, the hats are cheap, but you also have to remember these are not intended for people like us. Overall, I do think that she's a great doll to have. The quality of the hair is great. She has nylon hair, by the way, forgot to mention that earlier. She's kind of shedding a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But overall, I think she's really great. Her fashions is really beautiful. And the quality of the fabric is actually pretty decent. Again, this fabric you will never see on a, you probably will never see on a Barbie fashionista, or now they're called Barbie style dolls. You may see it on a deluxe style doll, the ones that cost like $21, but you'll never see this on a quote unquote budget doll from Mattel. So I will give MGA points for that. Yes, and the hat was a complete joke. Yeah, we can do without the hat. But overall, I will say she's definitely great. I don't have any major complaints about her. I can't really think of anything. Yeah, I feel like if I did, I'd be lying. But overall, I think she's great for what she is, which is just a budget doll or a Playline doll. But yeah, anyway, if I had to rank her, which I will say she's probably a, I don't know. I will say, not because I'm like astounded by her. For a budget doll, I will say I will give her maybe a 9 out of 10. She doesn't, and I may not be reacting like she's a 9 out of 10 doll. She's not like wowing me in any way. To be honest, I wasn't even gonna get her. But I will say, out of all the dolls, she was the one that impressed me the most. Like, if I had to think about a Bratz doll that really caught my attention that I would give a 10 out of 10 for, would have been like the Rockstar line, which is very surprising because rock isn't really something that I gravitate towards. But those dolls, their execution, maybe mine is Jade, sorry Jade, was spectacular. Honestly, all the dolls, like, just blew me away. She's not blowing anything. And yes, I do realize what I just said. Anyway, so yes, she's pretty, but she's not sweeping me off my feet, if that makes sense. So I will say, for what she is, which is just a budget doll or playline doll, whatever you want to call her, I will say she's great. Very simple, but they gave her good fabric, in my opinion. They just didn't, this is the most, I guess, least of an eyesore with printed on details, I guess you can say, because the other dolls, no, theirs are minus Jade. The Chloe and Yasmin doll, their printed on details is too, like, no, that can't be a thing. You need to make, their outfits were not constructed to be printed on. I don't want to see printed on fringe on my doll. I don't want to see printed on buttons on my doll. Like, no. If you don't, and some people have said it, if you are going to print it on, then just don't even put it at all. And maybe it would have made the doll more appealing to some people. But yes, and now I'm rambling. My apologies. But yes, anyway, this is my review for the Bratz Stamp and Stampede. Is that what they're called? Glam and Stampede? I don't remember. I was gonna say Jade. Sasha doll. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will not be too absent anytime soon. So bye-bye.